Hello everyone. Welcome to UPSC Explainer 101. Today, we'll explore thinkers, beliefs and buildings from Class 12 NCERT History Chapter 4. Let's dive in. Discuss the evolution and key teachings of Buddhism during 600 BCE to 600 CE. Answer. Origin and life of Buddha. Siddhartha Gautam, later known as the Buddha, was born in Lumbini. His quest for enlightenment led him to meditate and eventually attain enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. Four Noble Truths. Central to Buddhism are the Four Noble Truths which outline the nature of suffering, dukkha, its cause, trishna, cessation, nirvana, and the path leading to cessation, Eightfold Path. This includes right understanding, thought, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration, emphasizing moral and mental discipline. Spread of Buddhism. Initially confined to northeastern India, Buddhism spread under the patronage of rulers like Ashoka. It reached various parts of India and neighboring countries. Examine the role and significance of stupas and other architectural forms in the propagation of Buddhism and Jainism. Answer. Stupas, like Sanchi Stupa, were religious monuments containing relics of Buddha or other monks. They served as centers for worship and pilgrimage, symbolizing the universe and the path to enlightenment. Art and symbolism. Buddhist art, including sculptures and paintings, often depicted Jatak tales and Buddha's life. Jain temples showcased Tirthankara images, promoting their teachings. Architectural evolution. Buddhist and Jain architectural styles influenced Indian architecture, introducing rock-cut caves, detailed carvings, and intricate designs. Analyze the socio-political context of 600 BCE to 600 CE that led to the emergence of new religious and philosophical thoughts in India. Answer. Vedic tradition. The period saw a transition from Vedic rituals to more philosophical inquiries, as seen in Upanishads, questioning rituals and emphasizing personal spiritual experience. Rise of Mahajanapadas. The formation of large states or Mahajanapadas provided the political stability necessary for religious and philosophical diversification. Urbanization and trade. Increased urbanization and trade led to new social and economic challenges, against which new religions like Buddhism and Jainism offered solace and ethical guidance. Discuss the contribution of Ashoka and other rulers in the spread and patronage of Buddhism. Answer. Ashoka's patronage. Emperor Ashoka, after the Kalinga War, embraced Buddhism and became its greatest patron. He erected edicts and stupas, sent missionaries abroad, and convened Buddhist councils. Other rulers. Various rulers, including those of the Satavahana and Kushan dynasties, supported Buddhism by building stupas, viharas, and universities like Nalanda. How did the discovery and preservation of historical sites like Sanchi and Amravati contribute to our understanding of ancient Indian religions and culture? Answer. Discovery of sites. The discovery of sites like Sanchi and Amravati in the 19th and 20th centuries shed light on ancient Indian art, architecture, and religion. Preservation efforts. Conservation efforts have helped in understanding the architectural techniques, religious symbolism, and cultural practices of ancient India. Cultural insights. These sites provide valuable insights into the religious beliefs, societal structure, and artistic achievements of ancient India. Prelims MCQs. What does the term Mahayana in Buddhism refer to? A. The path of the elders. B. The greater vehicle. C. The teachings of Mahavira. D. The original teachings of Buddha. Answer. B. The greater vehicle. Stupa, in ancient Indian architecture was primarily used for which purpose? A. As a royal palace. B. As a marketplace. C. As a religious monument. D. As an educational institution. Answer. C. As a religious monument. Which of the following best describes the concept of dukkha in Buddhism? A. Moral conduct. B. Meditation practices. C. The nature of suffering. D. Ritual worship. Answer. C. The nature of suffering. Who was responsible for spreading Buddhism across Asia? A. Chandragupta Maurya. B. Ashoka. C. Harsha. D. Kanishka. Answer. B. Ashoka. The Four Noble Truths are key component of which religion? A. Hinduism. B. Buddhism. C. Jainism. D. Sikhism. Answer. B. Buddhism. The Eightfold Path in Buddhism is primarily concerned with A. Describing the history of Buddha. B. Outlining the steps towards enlightenment. C. Detailing ritual practices. D. Explaining the creation of the universe. Answer. B. Outlining the steps towards enlightenment. Which of the following texts is a part of the Buddhist canon? A. Rigveda. B. Tipitaka. C. Mahabharata. D. Ramayana. Answer. B. Tipitaka. Where was Siddhartha Gautam, who later became known as the Buddha, born? A. Varanasi. B. Lumbini. C. Sarnath. D. Bodh Gaya. Answer. B. Lumbini. Which ancient Indian emperor embraced Buddhism and played a significant role in its spread? A. Chandragupta Maurya. B. Ashoka. C. Harsha. D. Kanishka. Answer. B. Ashoka. The Sanchi Stupa, a significant Buddhist architectural site, is located in which Indian state? A. Uttar Pradesh. B. Bihar. C. Madhya Pradesh. D. West Bengal. Answer. C. Madhya Pradesh. Mahavira, an important figure in Jainism, was a contemporary of which other religious leader? A. Gautam Buddha. B. Adi Shankaracharya. C. Guru Nanak. D. Kabir. Answer. A. Gautam Buddha. The Buddhist council convened by Ashoka was held in which location? A. Rajgir. B. Vaishali. C. Patliputra. D. Kashmir. Answer. C. Patliputra. Amravati, known for its ancient Buddhist relics, is located in which Indian state? A. Andhra Pradesh. B. Karnataka. C. Tamil Nadu. D. Kerala. Answer. A. Andhra Pradesh. Who was responsible for the construction of the Great Stupa at Sanchi? A. Emperor Ashoka. B. Harshavardhana. C. Chandragupta Maurya. D. Kanishka. Answer. A. Emperor Ashoka. What was the main purpose of the Tipitaka in Buddhism? A. To record the biographies of monks and nuns. B. To compile the teachings of the Buddha in a written form. C. To serve as a guide for constructing Buddhist temples. D. To detail the history of Buddhism in India. Answer. B. To compile the teachings of the Buddha in a written form. The philosophy of Jainism emphasizes the concept of ahimsa, which means A. Ritual worship. B. Non-injury to all living beings. C. Meditation and self-discipline. D. The pursuit of material wealth. Answer. B. Non-injury to all living beings. In Buddhism, what does Sangha refer to? A. A type of meditation technique. B. A Buddhist pilgrimage site. C. An organization of monks and nuns. D. A philosophical concept of the Buddha. Answer. C. An organization of monks and nuns. What are chatyas in the context of ancient Indian religious architecture? A. Residential quarters for monks. B. Sacred spaces often associated with special natural features. C. Libraries preserving religious texts. D. Schools for teaching philosophy. Answer. B. Sacred spaces often associated with special natural features. The tradition of erecting stupas in Buddhism is associated with A. Marking the sites of significant events in the Buddha's life. B. Designating places for communal gatherings. C. Celebrating victories of Buddhist kings. D. Providing housing for itinerant monks. Answer. A. Marking the sites of significant events in the Buddha's life. The Mahaparinibbana Sutta describes A. The construction techniques of stupas. B. The final moments of the Buddha's life and instructions for his remains. C. The first sermon of the Buddha. D. The story of Buddha's enlightenment. Answer. B. The final moments of the Buddha's life and instructions for his remains. In Mahayana Buddhism, the concept of bodhisattva refers to A. An enlightened being who helps others achieve salvation. B. A historical figure in the lineage of the Buddha. C. A sacred text containing Buddha's teachings. D. A ritual practice in monastic life. Answer. A. An enlightened being who helps others achieve salvation. Which factor contributed most to the preservation and restoration of the Sanchi Stupa complex? A. The efforts of European archaeologists in the 19th century. B. The financial and administrative support from the rulers of Bhopal. C. Natural factors and lack of human interference. D. The relocation of artifacts to European museums. Answer B. The financial and administrative support from the rulers of Bhopal. The inclusion of non-Buddhist motifs like the Shalabhanjika in Buddhist art at Sanchi indicates A. A lack of understanding of Buddhist principles by sculptors. B. The influence of local cultural and artistic traditions on Buddhist art. C. The decline of Buddhism's popularity in the region. D. A shift in Buddhist teachings towards more worldly themes. Answer B. The influence of local cultural and artistic traditions on Buddhist art. The construction of stupas and the veneration of relics in Buddhism reflect A. A shift towards more ritualistic practices in contrast to the original teachings of Buddha. B. The influence of Brahmanical traditions on Buddhist practices. C. The adaptation of pre-Buddhist traditions into Buddhist religious practices. D. An effort to align Buddhist practices with Jainism. Answer C. The adaptation of pre-Buddhist traditions into Buddhist religious practices. The spread of Buddhism to East Asia, as evidenced by the travels of F. A. Jian and Shan Zhang, demonstrates A. The declining influence of Buddhism in India. B. The role of pilgrimage and text translation in disseminating religious teachings. C. The adaptation of Buddhism to different cultural contexts. D. The influence of political factors on the spread of Buddhism. Answer B. The role of pilgrimage and text translation in disseminating religious teachings. The emergence of Mahayana Buddhism with the concept of the Bodhisattva as a savior figure illustrates A. A fundamental change in the core teachings of Buddhism. B. The impact of external religious influences on Buddhism. C. An evolution in religious thought reflecting societal changes. D. A schism within the Buddhist community over doctrinal issues. Answer C. An evolution in religious thought reflecting societal changes. The inclusion of stories from Jataks in Buddhist art, such as at Ajanta, serves to A. Provide historical evidence of Buddha's life. B. Reinforce Buddhist teachings through visual storytelling. C. Showcase the artistic skills of the period unrelated to Buddhism. D. Indicate the influence of Hindu narratives on Buddhist art. Answer B. Reinforce Buddhist teachings through visual storytelling. Thanks for watching.